Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since I posted a video outside of the YouTube shorts that I do, mainly on TikTok or just a little short or whatever. But as you can see, I'm laying on my couch right now. That's gonna be another video for another day when I show you my house. Anyway, I just wanted to comment on loving yourself. And this comes following the news of MsJackyOh, which I'm sure everyone knows that she is DC Young Fly's unofficial wife, basically. Well, I don't know if they're really married or not, but they've been together for a long time. And she's also the mother of his 3 beautiful children, his best friend. If you ever watch their videos, you'll see like their relationship. So the news broke today that she passed away, following her mommy. Can you talk? Her mommy makeover surgery, and my heart breaks for her children, her 3 beautiful children, and for DC Young Fly. What's his name? His name is Jonathan. But I mean, she was just a beautiful woman, and I say all of that to say that, like, I feel like it hit home for me, not only because she's a woman that I watch, but because like I really considered like what the cost would be to upgrade my body basically, or to like change myself just to be appeasing to somebody else. Not saying that I hate myself, but like I thought about, changing me. And I can't speak for anybody else because I don't know anybody else, but I know me as a woman and me and my personal journey. Like, I've always felt that I can upgrade myself. No amount of working out, no amount of makeup, no amount of wigs, no amount of motivational videos, no amount of love that I can get from a single person is going to make me feel like I'm completely satisfied with my look. So, although like I know that working out is a journey that you're supposed to take, and eating healthy is a journey that you're supposed to take, it just seems so much easier if you could just save up the money and then just go buy a fix for it. That's just the easy way out, right? But today was just a wake up call that it legit really isn't the easiest way out. I mean, I give myself a pat on the back because I have been on like a little healthy tip where I'm doing intermittent fasting some weeks, and then I'll do like alternate day fasting some weeks, and it's still not giving me the results that I want. But at the end of the day, I have to really look inside and be like, well, what are the results I'm trying to get? Because day after day it changes. Some days I'm okay with how I look, and then some days I'm like, dang, she looks a lot more attractive than I feel like I'm attractive right now. And I find myself comparing myself to these fantasy people who probably don't even exist, who are probably AIs, who probably have a hell of a lot of filters on, who've done Photoshop, who like wearing waist trainers and had surgery already. And it's so sad because it's not only a vanity thing, it's a mental thing. Like, I know when I look in the mirror, I see myself. I see this girl who is still trying to become a woman, who is still defining herself. And then I turn to my left and I'm like, okay, aside from what I see, what do I feel? What do I think? And then I think of myself and I'm like, am I happy if I were to change? What would be the purpose of me changing for? Like, my physical features aren't what define me. And I think of that on one shoulder, and then on the other shoulder, it's like, well, if I look like how I want to feel, then my life will just come to fruition and be one happy circle of everything that I desire. I would get the man that I want, I would get the life I want, I would have the right attention, just things like that. But it all revolves around what we see on a regular basis. So I caught myself deleting pages that I felt triggered by. I deleted following, like, well, for one, I deleted my social media for like a month. And when I joined back on, I deleted pages that I was following that were in the past felt like motivation for me to get my body looking right, or like motivation for me to be them, or and then I deleted them, and I was like, you know what, that wasn't motivation, that was me training myself to feel less than. And it's so hard because I'm pretty sure a lot of us do it. We got all these females that we follow and look up to, but are we really looking up to them? Or are we comparing ourselves to them? and then downgrading who we are, as opposed to following people who look exactly like us, like the Lizzos, or I mean, not saying like she's not a perfect person in her body, but we legit follow all these Fashion Nova influencers and are like, oh, we want to be like the Joeys. Jody, what's her name? Jody? Yeah, Jody. And all them other females that have the BBLs and wanting to look like Megan Thee Stallion, wanting to look like Nicki Minaj, wanting to look like Cardi B. But like, without money, without like plastic surgery, without, I mean, well, no, you can get it with discipline, but like the reality of it is, the people that I find myself physically wanting to be are the same type of people that make me feel like I'm not good enough. And I had like an eye-opening experience that really made me feel like, okay, this is what I need to do. So, aside from like Jackie passing away because of the mommy makeover, I had an epiphany. Y'all, hold on. I'm trying to get my thoughts together, and it ain't coming out. Okay, what I'm saying is the the passing of Jackie opened my eyes to see that I need to get my shit together with when it comes to like what I think of myself. Like, I'm okay with who I am. I should be okay with who I am. I should love myself for who I am, because if the person that I'm trying to look good for, because it ain't me, then at the end of the day, when we try to look good, it's not that we're trying to look good for ourselves. We're legit like, okay, well, if I look like this, then I could get this, which means we're trying to look good for somebody or something else. We're not looking good to be like, well, we're not trying to look like these women just to wake up in the morning and then stay in the house and then just look in the mirror and then that be that. We're legit trying to look like these women because we want to walk out into the street and be accepted just like they're accepted. We want to walk out into businesses and then find these people that are attracted to them, right? So then I started thinking. I was like, all right, Jasmine, so since you've already deleted these women off of your following list and you're not paying attention to that type of influence anymore, what are some other steps that you can take to start loving yourself again? So then I realized, I was like, okay, what are my masks, basically? What are the things that I do that hide who I am so I can figure out who I really am? And my biggest thing is hair. I am a big hair person. And when I say big hair person, I mean like I legit wear big hair on purpose. And I've always noticed that, but I never really like tapped into it. I never stopped doing it because it was my mask. And that right there was like the number one thing to say, Jasmine, just take the mask off and then start over. And if you start over, you can redefine what your beauty standards are. And you can let go of the social standards and then redefine yourself and then be happy with who you when you walk into a room, or when you look in the mirror and you see the reflection staring back at you and you're like, "Hey, that's me. I love her." So with me, I wear big afros, and I'm going to post a couple pictures right here to show you my hairstyles that I feel are my masks. Now, granted, yes, I love these hairstyles. I feel like they're well designed by me, installed by me, and then worn by me. They represent me very well. But the representation is not necessarily me and who I truly am. It just represents the it just represents what I want to be presented as. Now, when I wear these big hairstyles and when I wear these distracting styles, I place myself into the world as that hairstyle, and I feel like wearing styles that will be attractive to everyone else and they'll get the attention that will then deflect the attention from who I truly am. So it's like a piece of me that likes the hairstyle, but I only like it because it is my mask. So if I stop wearing those, then I could probably be forced to love me for who I really am. Now, I could take the drastic route and just stop wearing the hairstyles, but I know that that's going to take baby steps because I've done it for like my entire life. And I could take an even drastic route, a more drastic route, and just cut off my hair because sometimes change comes from discomfort. I'm sorry, not sometimes, all the time. You really change when you're uncomfortable. And if I force myself to come out naked and not have a mask, not have no hair to compliment, and only allow people to see me from my bare face, then I'll be forced to see what people really see. I'll be forced to be comfortable with myself and be as confident as I am when I wear those big hairstyles, and just be confident in who I really am as just me. And then I'll learn to love me because I'll have no choice but to love me. And I challenge a lot of women that are watching this right now, if you're watching it, if you're not, that's okay too. I challenge you to find your mask. Find that thing that you cling to as a crutch that you define as your beauty standard for yourself, and let go of it. And then be one with yourself and feel uncomfortable with what you do. Like if it's makeup, I dare you to go out of the house, go to a club or go to the bar, go to a restaurant with no makeup on, and feel comfortable without it, and know that you're just as beautiful without that cover up. To take off the wigs. I mean, I'm wearing one right now, but I'm just thinking out loud, so I'm gonna take it off. But I challenge you to take off those wigs and go with your natural beauty, and then go into the same settings that you would with your 40-inch bust down on. I challenge you to wear sweats. I challenge you to do whatever it is that you feel like is your it thing, and then take it away, and then redefine who you are, and come to terms with your beauty, because you are beautiful without any additional enhancements. You don't need it. You're legit born into this world as a queen. You're born into this world perfect and whole. And we come into this world taking on other people's opinions and society's views, and then turning that into what reality is when it really ain't. Like, we legit were born perfect. And then we take other people's opinions and say, oh, you said I'm not perfect. Oh, you said I gotta be like this. Oh, so I gotta change this. Okay. And then we take that as the truth. And it's not the truth. Like, it's so sad that people are out here losing their lives at the risk, at the chance of being viewed as perfect. And it's sad. I feel sad from the generation coming up, because we're the generation that's supposed to change those things about society. We're waking up to it. It only takes one person to start a movement, and that movement to start a revolution, and that revolution to start change, and that change to start a new life. And I just hope that it happens soon, because the people that are coming up behind us, our children and our children's children and our children's children after that, are going to be the defining factor of the history that we made. And it's scary because we have so many children who are lost because we're lost. We are unhappy with ourselves. And of course, it's easier said than done to just change. Oh, just let me just stop doing it. It is easier said than done, but it only takes a just do it mentality. What Nike say, just do it. That's the motive. Just do it. Why not just do it? We just jump on that table and let people put little needles and stuff in us. We just walk out the house and let anybody, we pay $400, $500 to let somebody put a wig in our head. So I'm just saying, I'm rambling, but I'm not really rambling that much. Like, it really makes sense in my opinion. So to sum it up, I just hope that we can get to loving ourselves again. Whoever hurt us in the past and made us feel like we're not beautiful, whoever was that man or that woman or that group or that picture or that song that made us feel like bitches and hoes, that made us feel like we weren't perfect because we weren't attractive to them, erase that, because it's not true. You're beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to you. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am intelligent. I am worthy. I am enough. I am love. I am perfect. I'm a queen. I am desirable. I am attractive. I am sexy. I am available to love and be loved. I am open. I receive. I give. I am God's daughter. I am amazing. And I'm going to be amazing. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be great in anything I do. I'm going to be worth it. I'm going to be enough. I'm going to go toward it, go through it, and go beyond it. And I'm going to look back and say, I did that with grace. Tomorrow's not promised. So I just hope that, if anything, start loving yourself today. Because it could be the last time you get to love anything. So start with yourself. If that's all you do, just look in the mirror and start with yourself and say, I love myself. But as I said, I'm just talking to myself on camera. And I hope that you're listening. And if not, hey, future Jasmine, if you're looking back at this, just know I love you. And I'm going to keep fighting for you because you're worth it. Good night. Side note, do you know that on TikTok, they legit have people go live and they having like thousands of people, thousands of women in there lined up so you can rate them? And if you rate them below the number that they expected, then they report you. Did you know that people get paid to have an opinion about how you look based off your profile picture? That's what's wrong with society today. Because how the fuck you gonna get paid off of some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you? It's stupid. It's really stupid. So I'm just so sick and tired of it, and I should go to sleep, because if I don't go to sleep, then I'm gonna start cursing. Because what the fuck? Like,